So Tinder podcast, episode number 24. That's 2 dozen.
That is 2 dozen.
I was thinking the other day, because the first season was 14, so are we 4 away from being done? I don't want to do that. Do you?
No,
Let's
that
make
seems
season
short.
2 crazy.
That seems short.
But that's
right?
what we did last time. We have to do
Yes,
more.
that's true. We'll have to do more.
Okay. So I figured that too.
Yeah.
So episode number 24. We're actually live on TikTok right now too for the first time. I don't know if there's anybody checking it out. I can't see that far by any means.
I can see it, but we've never done this before. So we have people joining.
Oh, hi, people.
We have Ivan and Mariah.
Nice.
Patrick. Yeah.
So just to let them know, we are filming a podcast. So that's what we're doing. So if you have a question while we're doing this, let us know.
I'll try to monitor, but
All
it's
right.
our first time.
So how was your week?
Rough. Rough. It's been rough.
Rough week.
Everybody's breaking up, Thomas.
They should. Most of them are shitty mates. Is that fair? Just break up.
So I have taken the stance clinically that like there are some couples on my caseload that have work to do but are okay. And there are other couples that like I've used the metaphor in the past, like their car is blown the fuck up on the side of the highway. And I'm like, listen. We've been trying to like fix your tires, but like your transmission is like a mile back. So,
and they're like my valve stem cover is gross.
Right.
Like you have no motor.
I need my car detailed. It's like, no, you don't. So
I want a new CD player.
It has been rough and it makes me sad sometimes, but that's my job, right? Like I tell people all the time, it's not my job to save your marriage.
Right.
It's my job to help you understand what's going on and then make an informed decision for yourselves. Like do
you want to go forward or?
I'm good either way.
Yeah. Fix it or kill it.
Right. You can always rebuild a car. Always.
Yeah.
All the way down to the frame and the body work and the motor and but
yeah, there's ones that
where's your commitment level?
100%.
Do you have the time, the energy, the money?
Yeah, all of it.
Right.
It does take money.
So I have had a couple people kind of
peter out,
pull the plug, or at least pause.
Do you think they're trying not to buy Christmas gifts?
I don't think that's the issue.
Because that would be the time, right?
I did have a couple. So I have an individual who's in a relationship that wanted to end it before Thanksgiving because they didn't want to bring their partner to Thanksgiving.
Well, that's bringing us up on our topic.
Yeah, I
today,
know. But they were like,
great.
I mean, I'd rather not bring them to, like, it's just going to be awkward.
Oh, shit.
It's going to further solidify like our relationship. And I would like just as soon not do that. And then we ended session on like a Tuesday and they texted me later through my work number. But they were like, I had the conversation as soon as we got off the call. I was like, oh shit.
Just wrap it up, huh? No, that's a bad idea. Well, maybe it's not. Who cares? Same end result.
What's a bad idea?
To break up before the holidays. It's a lot of good food.
But then you have like, I have a couple people who are bringing their people home for like the first time, like, and that is our topic, right? Like really have they met people before? Sure. At like 4th of July when it was dark out and they were watching fireworks and nobody gave a shit.
Yeah,
but
nobody cared.
Thanksgiving dinner or Christmas is a little bit different. So
yeah,
if you made it through the summer holidays, the bullshit holidays.
Yeah. I had an interesting thing. Actually, a client I had this morning, she was telling me a story that she broke up with a boy and they still allow him to come over to her house and go through her room while she's not there.
What?
Yeah. And I'm sitting there going, I
have questions.
Yeah, go ahead.
How old are they?
Of age.
But like
over 18, 19.
She lives there?
Yeah, with her parents.
Right.
Yeah.
And so her ex-boyfriend,
who's been problematic as shit,
is allowed to come into her parents' home.
Yes.
and go through her bedroom.
He was waiting outside her room and she didn't want to talk to him. And she says, hey, can you tell him to leave? And they didn't.
They're like, no, he's
And as a
totally allowed
dad-
to go through all of your shit.
Yeah, as a dad, I wouldn't have even, I've been like, dude,
Why are you
can't be
here?
Like,
And that's like,
in
I
a
might
nice
like
way.
you.
I do it in a nice way.
Right. I might like you.
But I got to advocate.
But yeah.
But when I dug a little deeper, her parents are going through some shit and going through a divorce. So, and she favors her father. And I think mom kind of lets some shit get away. Like sides with the boyfriend. Like, you should get back with him. I was like, listen, man.
Why?
And she said that she would go places and he would just show up. Yeah. Yeah.
Like where?
Like in restaurants.
Oh, like the nail salon.
Just places he shouldn't just be able to drop in and
Target.
see her and know where she's at. She was on a date and he showed up. I go, did you change all your passwords? Yeah. It was a little bonkers, to say the least. I just felt bad because I was just like, and you could just see it in her that she was just like, it'll be okay. I was like, no.
No, that it will not be okay.
And I told
Actually.
her as like a dad, I said, if you try to handle this now, you'll gather strength and be able to handle stuff for a long time.
Yeah.
It's not easy. I told her, I said, it's not easy. So she started seeing a new boy. And he seemed okay. He seemed like he was very polite to her.
Until Joe showed up at their date.
He was still cool. He's a little older.
Right.
And he works with
And
some.
he gets it.
Yeah, he was just like,
He's
what's
like,
up?
yeah.
I just started talking to this
Dude's
girl.
nuts.
Yeah, could you imagine? Like second date, and here's fucking
Oh, what a trooper.
Brock showing up.
What a trooper. I feel like Brock's the new boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
That's a name of a new boyfriend.
I think the new boyfriend's
It's like
name's
Josh
Brandon.
is his ex.
The new one's Brandon. I know.
He's a piece of shit.
Jeez.
Listen.
You don't like Brandon's. Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
I
like
forgot.
Brandon's. Hold on, let me see.
Are they saying anything? Should we?
Oh, where are you from?
We're in Ohio.
This is not a podcast talking about drummers. No,
No.
it's not.
It could be.
Could be. You got questions?
Yeah. We definitely don't like drummers.
We don't like drummers.
No. I like them sometimes. They're just unique characters.
Lots of people joining, but it's
Oh, cool.
not
All
a
right.
lot of questions.
Well, let's just keep up with the show. So today, our topic of our show is introducing a new partner to your family over the holidays. I'm sure it would stress some people out. I have not had to do this in a very long time, so I have no idea. And also, I'm grown.
Well, I did this. I mean, it's probably been 3 or 4 years.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How was it the first time? You were all head over heels, madly in love.
Oh
so
my
you didn't
God.
care, right?
My husband, seriously, he is the best human in the world. And he's the sweetest. Like, he just has a kind face and he's super friendly. And so, like, introducing him to people is easy
Right.
because he's just nice and polite. He also has a lot of tattoos and gauged ears and long hair.
It
and
looks like he
so,
might
right, yeah.
be a drum tech from Meshuggah. Yeah. I know him.
So he doesn't, well, you guys have seen him. Like,
Yeah.
he doesn't, like I said, kind face, kind eyes, but a little rough around the edges.
Yeah.
But I had the unique experience, and I guess really, realistically, not that unique compared to others, of like, I have an ex-husband.
Right.
I have family members who last time they saw me, I was married. And now the next time they saw me, I had a boyfriend. It's awkward.
Whoops.
It's awkward. But like, these are extended family members.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Violation warning.
Oh, we're not allowed to cuss.
Flagged for harassment or bullying.
Maybe. I mean,
All right.
Maybe.
Okay, thanks, guys, for the warning.
we shouldn't talk about drummers.
Or
Sorry.
ex-husbands.
I
Sorry.
guess we got to be careful. This might not last because our show's a little brutal.
It's the not so tender podcast,
Yeah,
guys.
it's not
Come
the
on.
tender.
Keep scrolling.
Right.
So-
Keep it moving. We're already violating.
But yeah, so there was definitely a little bit of like hesitation.
They didn't know the timeline.
They didn't know.
Why
well,
would
and
they?
like,
Why would
I
they?
don't put my business out there.
Well, that's not true. I read your Reddit, so
I don't have Reddit.
you do.
I don't have Reddit.
I just write it for you. Your business is out there real good.
I don't put my business out there at all.
All right. So number one is make sure you tell
hold
your.
on. What are we talking about?
I said it. Yeah.
You did?
Yeah. Introducing your new partner to the family over the holidays.
Okay.
Holidays are coming.
Yes.
One already came, like a 14-year-old boy. So,
warning.
quickly. Yeah, I don't care. So, number one, make sure you tell your family ahead of time. Did you?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I asked for permission.
That makes sense.
Like,
kind of. I mean, it does because they have to plan for it. They have to feed this person.
And I guess my situation was divorce into new relationship. So like,
they were going to have a
weird
name tag for the old guy.
Is it going to be?
Here's your name tag.
Oh, I have a tag.
They just scratch it out. But new guy.
This is not my ex-husband just with long hair. Like, this is a new person.
I made a new version of him.
But no, I asked out of respect because there was extended family who had not seen me since my divorce. So like, if it's going to be weird or awkward,
right,
or if my husband's going to spend the entire evening saying who he is, and I
mean, we're adults, though. If you can't handle that, you probably shouldn't marry him. Is that fair?
If he can't handle that?
Yeah, if a new guy couldn't handle it or a new girl couldn't handle that, then they're probably not going to be able to handle a lot of things.
It wasn't about his ability to speak to it. It was about my extended family being able to process it without judgment.
That's their shit.
That is their shit.
This also says set a time aside to call your parents and siblings just to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Well, that was my thing. Like, my parents knew.
Yeah.
I have step siblings who I'm not super close with.
Right.
And so I asked my parents, I'm like, well, did they know I got divorced? Like,
right.
I would hope they knew I got divorced.
You'd be always surprised.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Not my
but how hard is
my
it to
stepbrother
understand?
isn't on social media. And I don't talk to him super often. Love him to death, but
you just catch up at holidays.
That was during COVID also.
Oh.
Like, during that, so like, we would have gotten together 2 or 3 times that year, but we didn't due to COVID. So like, there was a lot of layers.
I gotcha. That's not that crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a good one. Number 2, make sure appropriate lodging arrangements in advance.
Oh my God, that comes up a lot.
So I don't do that, so I'm not traveling
work,
to stay. Yeah, so what if you're going to stay at your parents' house in Wisconsin?
You're not allowed to sleep together.
And you still have your old bed with the white furniture, like every girl had, right, with the gold trim.
So this really does come up a lot. That
tell me more.
Myself and my boyfriend are going to my parents' house for Thanksgiving, for 4th of July, for a concert, for whatever, but he has to stay in the guest room. They're grown. I mean, they're not minimally 18, 19. Sometimes they're 30. 25 to 30, right? And listen, if you're not married.
My buddy's in his late 50s.
Right.
And he does not sleep in the same room.
Separate bedrooms.
I mean, he might be now. They've been dating almost a year. And dad really loves him. But no, because she takes care of her, like, dad who's older. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no.
Off limb, like, not even up for discussion.
Yeah.
But usually, it's not necessarily, I always love it because it's not a discussion that the person has with their family. It's like a non-negotiable non-conversation.
It's not a conversation.
Right. It's the conversation that said person has to have with their partner of
Dad's
like,
already had
by the way, you have to sleep.
He had the conversation when you were 13.
Right. Across the hall, down the hall. We are not sleeping together.
No. Period.
But that comes up a lot.
So that's a big thing.
Yeah.
So, man. Yeah, I never really had to deal with that.
No.
Not since I was young. I mean, maybe when I was young.
Maybe because you had a baby.
Now I'll just get a hotel. Be like, I'm staying at a hotel. So
people do.
You want to stay at your parents? I have
people on my caseload right now that do that they're like, as opposed, I just rather $100 a night, full send.
All day.
Stop it.
All day.
Right. I much rather just stay.
Yeah, take a shower.
3 minutes away.
The way I want to take a shower. Yeah.
sleep how I want
I
to
don't
sleep.
want your mom
with
handing me
who I
the
want to sleep
towel and
with.
the
Right,
washcloth.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, God.
Absolutely.
I dread this. This is making me uncomfortable thinking of that. Reason number 287. Wow.
Well, and Thomas, who would you bring people home to? Who would be like your people that like they're crossing the threshold into?
Of my parents? Well, no, I host holidays.
Okay.
So people need to start calling me, I guess.
Oh, you're the person that they're like, hey, I'm seeing somebody new.
Everybody's welcome. I don't care if my brother brought his wife and 2 girlfriends. I don't care. I don't care. If you want to come and eat at my house, it's open and you're welcome to come and eat.
Yeah.
I don't care. Why anybody would be weird on a time that it's especially a holiday.
Yeah.
Where you're supposed to be spending it being kind and feeding people and enjoying their time and they're like just loving each other and you like, well, I don't know them. Well, you don't know the people you're sitting next to in a restaurant. Calm down there.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know, unless you're so on the spectrum that you can't wrap your head. You know what I mean? Like
Right,
that's
yeah.
different.
If
I
it makes you
understand that.
uncomfy.
Yeah. But that seems a little bit, you know, like just how could you remember the one story I said? If you start dating him again, you can't go or he can't come to the holidays. I'm like, what? Happy Easter. He has risen.
That's why you don't talk shit about your partner.
Right.
Because they can't unhear that.
Right.
And then you bring them around for Easter.
Here's a good one.
Praise Jesus. Hold on. Let me look at the comments because we have quite a few. Let me look.
Oh, man. This could get bad. We've never done this.
Oh, there's so many.
Oh, geez. This might derail our show.
Wow.
It might derail our show.
Let's see. All right.
This might be a once a month thing for us. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, well, some people are being inappropriate. I feel like I can block them.
Oh, man. That seems like a lot.
Let's see. Block.
Dang.
Yeah.
Kelly's just doing it. She's just getting
They
rid of
wanted
them.
to know if we eat tacos.
Oh. Yeah.
No. No, don't be gross.
Don't be gross.
Don't be gross.
She'll cancel. She's in a mood today. Just to let you know. I got to talk to her for like 30 minutes before we started this show. So the next one is...
Counselor Kelly's in
I know.
And I'm a little bit...
Here's a good one. Give your significant others some insight on your family dynamics. That is a whole thing, by the way. So you are given all the tea, as you kids say, on your family before they show up. Do you think?
Oh, yeah. No, that's important.
How would you go about that?
Listen. Okay. So when I started...
Man.
So when I started dating my ex-husband, he's an only child. I have one full brother, and then they got divorced, and then I have a stepbrother and a stepsister on one side, and then a half brother on the other side.
Which half?
Right.
Top or bottom?
I'm gonna guess bottom. And then my grandparents are remarried. I know. Like, my grandparents are remarried due to like death and divorce, and it was complicated. So I had to sit my ex-husband down and be like, listen.
Did you draw it out like a matrix?
I used a genogram.
No, you did not.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. It's like a clinical family tree. I'm like,
You really did?
Yes, I did. Because there's
Did he
a
bring
lot
it
of
like
people.
a cheat sheet with like little photos?
He didn't bring it, but he said it was helpful to just ahead of time know that there's a lot of people. And what my goal is like, they're all family. You don't have to know all the ins and outs. You just need to understand that like, if they're there, it's because they fit in somehow. Like,
right. They're supposed to be
just ask
there.
questions. Right. Then I met my current husband, who is one of 8.
So it's payback.
Your girl was not prepared.
So you
Did
thought
not.
you didn't understand how your
Oh
ex-husband
my
couldn't
God.
get it?
Right. No, I understood that my family was complicated, but not comparatively. So Andrew's one of 8. His mom is one of, I think, 8. His dad is one of 9. And so there's so many fucking kids.
They for real get it on.
Well, they're Catholic.
Wow.
Don't cancel us. Oh, look. It's like there's a red thing.
There's
that just
something
popped
popping up. Yeah.
It's just a lot. So yeah, I think it's important
What also says to tell them certain things, like if your brother's not drinking alcohol,
yeah, I was
don't
just gonna
offer
say,
him
right,
drinks.
or if Uncle Joe is a drunk, like,
Or somebody just had lost a baby.
right, somebody's going through a divorce,
Yeah.
or they're gonna show up with a whole lot of kids who are super rambunctious and not behaved. Like it's
It's a lot.
but you got to know. A heads up is really what that says to me. Like, just hey.
Yeah. Did they say, like, your cousin has dark humor? Your grandpa Jim
me.
has off-color comments?
No, but like, if you're like, listen, my grandma's racist as hell. Like, it,
Right.
you got to, she doesn't mean it to be mean, but like, if you're not used to that,
Yeah.
just
Wow.
roll your eyes
I
and
didn't think
keep
about
it,
all that.
keep it trucking.
Yeah.
We don't have to correct grandma at
'Cause it's at my
85.
house.
Like,
Nobody's acting a fool at my house.
well, I think, but everybody's threshold for acting a fool is different.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
some people heavy drinking at Christmas is normal.
It is normal. They're drinking whiskey.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
But they're coherent and they're fine. Other people, like, it's normal to like go outside.
Fist fight.
Yep, right.
Yeah.
And then you come in and then you're good again.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not always the best way.
Right?
Yeah, it's not normal for us.
Yeah, me and my siblings never fist fought, but Andrew
Right.
and his siblings, that was like standard.
Pretty normal.
There
What's
was
the
8 of them.
worst? What's the worst holiday?
With my in-laws?
Anyone?
Just in general?
Yes. Where you're just like, I can't believe that just happened.
It's usually Thanksgiving, actually. Based on my caseload, not personal experience,
Yeah.
but based on my caseload. So Christmas is like extra fluffy.
Always.
Everyone wants to get along because there's gifts associated.
We should do gifts on Thanksgiving.
They go to church. They bake cookies. Like Thanksgiving is less about gifts and more about cooking,
Yeah.
which brings out the ugly in everybody. They're all in the kitchen. They're all trying to do the things. They all bring the food. And all they do, if you think about what Thanksgiving's about, is you bring food and sit down and talk.
That's it.
And that's it. That's
No
all.
gifts.
No, you just sit and eat together.
My first
Gets
wife's
ugly.
family would get together, the big family would all get together every election year. So every 4 years.
That's weird.
No, the closer family, because they're out of town and stuff. So,
Oh, okay.
But
So
they
that
made-
was just like how they
Yes.
knew.
Every 4 years, but every 4 years, they would draw names and do a gift exchange, but you had to make the gift.
Oh, no.
And I thought that was super sweet.
How'd that go?
Really good.
It did.
Yeah, they all loved each other.
Okay, good.
They're super sweet.
How many people?
Whew.
If you like ballpark it, we're at the name drawing.
12?
Oh, okay.
12 to 15? 12, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dozen.
But they were nice.
They were. I was gonna say normal. That's not nice. They were kind.
5, 6, 7. Yeah, and yeah. Yeah. Or are they saying
on
anything?
TikTok. Oh, let's see.
But they were super nice, and I thought that made it kind of distractive and purposeful, if that makes any sense. But I think making a gift for somebody is super important sometimes. Takes a little bit of thought. I just feel like nowadays, not just nowadays, but we just exchange pretty much gift cards to each other. Just keep your money. Are they being crazy?
They're just arguing amongst themselves.
Really?
Yeah.
It's just so bizarre. It's not my world, I guess.
Like they're talking about gender norms and sexual preferences.
On the Not So Tender podcast, where we're
Yes.
talking about Thanksgiving. Cool. Turkey leg or not?
Tacos, non-binary.
Come on, people. Act right.
They did mention like outing yourself potentially in the added layer of bringing a homosexual partner or a non-binary partner
You mean before they know that you're into that? Oh, that could be interesting for sure.
Yeah. Well, I have somebody on my caseload that I'm excited because I'm going to see them. I think I see them on Wednesday. And they were nervous for Thanksgiving because they were bringing their fiance.
Yeah.
Well, they're going to grandma's.
Yeah.
When grandma met this fiance, they were a he. They're no longer a he. Now he is a she.
Oh.
And my client is a she. So she is bringing her to Thanksgiving and informing everybody that they are engaged. And nobody, like her parents know,
How do
but like
their
they're
parents
not,
feel about it?
they don't care.
They don't care?
No. And she
That's
said,
cool.
she's like, realistically, I don't think my grandma will have anything to say. It's just like gonna have to be a conversation of,
Yeah, it's probably a little
I'm
different.
engaged and there's a ring on my finger, and so she'll notice, and I want to be honest, but
Wow. How are they preparing for this?
well,
Push-ups,
we had
sit-ups.
we had
What
a
do you like?
session about it.
I imagine it's a lot like when Rocky trained to fight that Russian guy. It was a lot.
She was not that worried. She said, my grandma knows that I am with someone and with a girl. She was pretty sure that her grandma knew that she was with a girl. She said, the only thing is I don't think she knows that my boyfriend previously that she met
Is the girl.
is my girlfriend that I'm with now.
You think grandma would be easier with that?
Maybe. I know they're
I would love to be in
hardcore,
grandma's head.
they are, I want to say Mexican and like hardcore Catholic
Oh, shit.
from like Mexico. So that is like the cultural layer
Yeah.
to it also.
Well, everybody has that in a different way.
Yep.
That's a lot.
So much. That's so much. That's where
Are they?
people are talking
Are they
about it.
still
Oh,
freaking
now that we're
out?
talking about it.
So give your significant other some insight on your family dynamics. I would imagine if anybody has any sore thoughts, it would probably be a good idea to let them know that you probably shouldn't bring up certain things, or, you know. We do have a number if you guys want to text. Yeah, we do.
We don't have an 800 number.
We have a 234-200-5949 if you want to send us
Where
a
does that
message.
go?
It
Does that
goes
go
right
here?
here.
Oh,
It goes
to
up
the
here.
computer.
Yeah.
So 234-200-5949.
Yeah. So it can get
You
kind
want
of
to text
crazy.
in?
Yeah. Tell us about your crazy family stuff.
Ugh, crazy.
So you have a lot of
holidays.
people talking about that right now.
I do. No, it's every single session that I have. I'm like, do we want to pick up where we left off, or is there like time sensitive
Right.
holiday family crap that we have to talk about?
I'd
It's
imagine.
about 50-50.
I realize how much I took off my plate by just making.
In-laws are a huge thing.
Yeah. I mean, I remember I used to go to the in-laws' house, but they were nice, man. They were reasonable, you know, and just go over. People really don't bother me either. People are pretty easy with me. It's kind of hard to be shitty
You're
to me.
likable.
Sometimes I try to be.
Have you ever had a hard time bringing someone to your family?
My family, I swear I could bring a crackhead prostitute and they would be nice while they were there, and they'd go, honey, what's going on?
Afterwards.
Yeah, but they
They would
just,
express concern.
yeah.
Not being shitty, but just like,
I mean,
hey.
there might be some jokes. Usually it's me making the jokes, so it's me or my stepdad. We're kind of brutal.
So you're like, listen, I know that she wasn't,
Yeah.
the prize pay
You
to bring to
paid
the
her to bring her. But most people know it's pretty chill. Like my aunt's house that I go on Christmas, they're so nice. They're so nice that it would be so hard. And I love that my mom gets to spend time, with her sister and her family and
Yeah.
do all that. So it's really nice. I look forward to that every year. But yeah, I couldn't imagine. I don't know. You should know better than to bring some shenanigans to your family's house unless you're just a
Yeah.
trouble starter. And some people are.
I'm viewed as the trouble starter,
Yeah.
but it's not my intention.
Right.
Ever. I'm usually the one that, so friends even, I'll bring friends around, and then like you said, everybody will be kind, of course.
Right.
But after the fact, they're like, hey,
Yeah.
who is that, or where did they come from? Since middle school, we're talking.
Yeah, I've been tattooing and playing in bands my
Yeah,
whole life, so
right.
I'm always around weirdos.
Yeah.
So
All my friends always had piercings or tattoos or something that
Yeah.
my conservative parents were like,
Do I need to lock up?
Right.
Things?
Where'd you meet her? That was always the thing. Where'd you meet them?
DH. That's the detention home.
Right.
If y'all guys don't know that, it's for children.
But like they were always open to the story and the.
Right.
You know, yes, they came from a rough background. They also
This could
were
really
super
stress out a
polite
relationship too.
Oh yeah.
Like, it could get ugly really quick.
Well, and we've had this conversation too. So personally, sometimes my husband was not my concern so much as my husband's kids.
Oh, that's a whole nother dynamic.
That's right. But it's.
Yeah, because you don't want anybody being crappy to your kids.
No.
Or your kids to be crappy to anybody.
No, right.
Right?
Yeah. Sometimes kids are young and immature, as they should be.
And some people
but
don't know
they
how
say
to
the
act
wrong
in certain
thing,
houses.
or yeah, right.
You know, like if you take your shoes off in this house and you don't run through this
Right.
house, you don't touch things
Right.
that aren't yours.
Well, and I've had, let's be honest, like neighborhood kids come into my house and like open my fridge. That I'm like,
Yeah.
I mean, you can eat whatever, but
It's not.
like
It's weird not
it's a little
ask.
ballsy to just like walk
don't
into my
care.
house and like open the fridge.
I'm gonna do it next time.
You've never been to my house.
I've been to your house, not in it.
Yeah.
Next time. I'm going right to the
You're
fridge.
straight to the fridge.
Yeah. Do you have anything good? Do you have any corn dogs?
I do. They're in the freezer.
Then I'm in. All right.
All right. What's next?
Ooh, go over family's expectations ahead of time. Let your partner know if there's any family rules or required activities. For instance, maybe your family always bakes cookies together at the end of the night. That's pretty fun.
Yeah. So when I was reading over this, the main thing that popped into my head is church.
Oh, I was going to say prayer
Church.
or prayer.
Yeah. Like Christmas Eve, my family goes to church.
Everybody.
We go to church.
Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Every year.
Yep. I mean, I have not gone every year, but when I don't go every year, I get a polite and respectful earful
Yeah.
of why aren't you coming?
I haven't been to
And
church.
you have to dress up.
Last time
And
I
you like
when's the last time? Oh, I was at a what do you call it? Where they take communion the first time. Yeah.
for people
First
who
communion.
are Catholic
Yeah,
or
first communion.
Okay, yeah.
I was at that.
I was gonna say it denomination matters. Yeah.
Her little brother worked really hard. It was cool to see him. He was super happy. I was proud of him because he worked hard. You know what I mean? I don't have to understand it to understand it. He worked really hard to get to that point.
Right.
So
He wanted to
it's
do
not
that.
my thing
right.
at
yeah.
all, but I can understand it. And like even here, it talks about whether your family dresses formally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah. Some people spend Christmas morning in their pajamas,
yeah.
all matching. Everybody matches.
Oh God.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see all the
and
pictures.
some people like wake up, brush their teeth, take a shower, get ready, makeup, clothes, like
Yeah.
the whole thing before they ever enter into the living room. And
I normally dress up like a different person from Kiss every year.
don't.
You know they played their last show last night ever.
What?
Yeah, Madison Square Garden. They played their final show after 50 years.
I didn't know that.
Justin is in our ears, screaming like Paul Stanley. Yeah, it was pretty emotional for a lot of people. I know they went. Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't
it
know
was
that.
crazy. Yeah, so Kiss is done. So I'm gonna dress up like all four. I'm just gonna split my face in 4 ways. And just
Quarter it out.
yeah. My family would be like, whatever. When's that ham getting done?
Makes sense. Right.
Are they still arguing
Are
on there?
there potatoes?
I know. So expectations, I'm sure if your families are into certain things and they do prayer or they do things and you're not into prayer, I don't know. I have a friend that he's not a Christian person at all. And a lot of people won't even invite him to Christmas stuff because they thought like he wouldn't want to go. He's like, I'm still a person. I like to be around people. I'm social. I'm not Christian.
Yeah.
So I thought that was interesting for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I thought that was
Yeah.
pretty ridiculous.
I think that this overall setting expectations, like my family, so it talks about baking.
Yeah.
My family we have a gingerbread ninja competition. I know.
Wait,
okay.
what?
So gingerbread men, I know. It's a thing.
Okay.
If my brother signs it's
Let's hear this.
gingerbread men
Yeah.
in the shape of ninjas.
Don't say that. Okay.
And then we decorate them and have a competition. and somebody has to pick the theme
Okay.
of each round. So we have Gingerbread Ninjas, and you could say...
And you're making these in real time? I love this.
Yes. So I bake them ahead of time, and then we have all of the decorations out.
So it's like
And
Legos with gingerbread.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then you'll say...
I kind of
let's say
love this.
that you pick, and you'll be like, Disney villains. And now we have to decorate these gingerbread ninjas as
Like-
Disney villains.
Yeah.
And then there's
Like
judging.
Jafar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And then there's judging.
Who's some other villains?
Scar.
Yeah. That's all we
Ursula.
got. Oh, yeah.
Stuff like that.
Maleficent?
Maleficent. Yeah.
Got
Right. Or it might be Star Wars.
That don't count. No, just because
Yeah,
it's on the
huh?
Disney Channel.
No, I mean like
Oh.
another topic or like theme would
Yeah.
be Star Wars or something like that.
Guys in
It's-
Kiss.
Yeah,
I would win them all.
absolutely. Marvel, DC, all the things. So we do that every single
NASCAR
year.
drivers.
So when I did start dating Andrew, he was like, "What?"
Seriously?
Yeah.
He wasn't into it?
He did it.
Does he
But
have
I
any
was like-
stickers or anything he could just bring and use to help his craft? No? That'd be dope.
Somebody did ask, "How's Andy?"
Nice. Andy's just had surgery on his gallbladder,
He
and
did.
he is not feeling well.
He's not doing
feeling
great.
well.
He is alive and he is at home and resting.
But he is not feeling
Bless
well
his soul.
at all.
He's not doing great. He is actually going through it a little bit.
Monday's a new day.
But when I brought him over to my parents and was like, "Listen, my brother's coming in from New York and we have to decorate these ninja cookies and I don't know what you have to."
I would be all about that.
Well, and like I said, my brother lives in New York, so every other year they come here for Christmas. The years that they don't, they do it and we send pictures and have to judge each other.
That's amazing. I love it. You guys should, everybody should
I'll
do that.
show you pictures. It gets
I'm
very,
into that.
very competitive. They send pictures of cookie sheets and you have to circle your toppings.
No.
It's obnoxious, but perfect example of hey, this is a whole thing.
Or you go caroling.
Some people go caroling.
Or you play euchre.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of weird things that people do. I mean, I guess that's not weird.
Or bake cookies or
Yeah.
go Black Friday shopping. There's a lot of things that people do that are
Right.
traditions that you should, it would be helpful to explain the explanations
It's
or
got to
the
help.
expectations. Yeah.
It's definitely got to help. So that's not that crazy. Oh,
That's a good one.
number 5. Mm-hmm. Exchange gifts in private.
Yes.
So no matter what the gifts you and your partners
All the
have
time.
decided to purchase for each other, make a pact to exchange them away from prying, judgy eyes. Can you imagine you just start dating somebody and you're giving them some generic
Like a
ass gift,
t-shirt.
something just
Yeah.
dumb. Hey, here's a new loofah sponge because yours is gross in your apartment. How do you know hers is gross? Well, kind of spend a night there. Right.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Always exchange gifts in private.
Even
One
at
on
home.
one. Yeah. Just
Always.
always.
Listen, so on Christmas, I want you to go to one of your kids and be like, "Psst, come here. Let's go to his room. Here's your gift." No?
No.
With your mate.
Yes.
Is that a big deal? Would it be a big deal?
What?
Doing that in front of people? I don't know. If
In
you're-
front of who? It depends.
It is always awkward, though, I'd imagine, for somebody who's sitting in there and your significant other is opening up all these gifts and they don't know you. And you're over there with no gifts. And then they give you the weird generic gift that's been sitting there.
I think that is probably the reason of just in opening things in front of other people just adds an extra layer of, is it equal thought, equal money?
Ew.
It's gross.
Ew.
But if you're in a relationship, that's probably not where your brain's at. But if you're opening your presents in front of 4 siblings, 6 aunts and uncles, and 2 sets of grandparents,
Ew.
that sounds icky.
Gross.
We do gifts Christmas Day
Yeah.
in our family, But Andrew and I exchange a present on Christmas Eve once all the kids are asleep.
What does that mean?
We do
Present.
a Christmas ornament for each other every year
Seriously? That's cute.
on Christmas Eve. Yeah. It is cute.
Did you go get your tree yet?
No.
When? Well, he's laid up. He really can't do nothing
He's
right
laid
now.
up right now, and we go cut down a tree. So I always have to be like mindful of like how early is too early, that it's going to be pushing it. And because we have a fireplace, so we do fires a lot in December, which dries it out. And so we just have to be like mindful of that. It was going to be next weekend, but we're going to be in Columbus
Oh, yeah.
for Tyson's volleyball. So I don't know when it'll be.
I put mine up today.
You did?
Yeah, it sucked.
It's fake as shit, isn't it?
Uh,
Yeah, because you don't do math.
my tree?
Yes.
Yeah, it's fake. I thought you meant Christmas and all that shit. I was like,
No.
kinda. I mean,
There's no. Is it pre-lit?
yeah. I bought a nice ass tree 2 days
I'm
ago.
sure it's gorgeous.
No, it
looks real. I know.
It's
Well,
so nice.
why can't you just have a real tree?
I think I'm allergic to pine, to be honest with you.
Really?
Yeah, my face just goes.
So
Yeah.
I am allergic, I would assume, in the fact that like when I put it up and put the lights in and stuff, all of the prickly things,
Yeah.
my whole arm will be swollen.
Oh,
There's like
Yeah.
dots.
yeah.
It looks like I have chicken pox.
So crazy story. My oldest daughter was breaking out like in crazy hives, have to go to the hospital, and she thought she was allergic to pine because of me.
Right.
Got rid of it, did all the stuff, and all of a sudden it happened again. I mean, it really got her sick to the point of going to the hospital.
Yeah.
She's
Twice.
allergic to mistletoe. That curse I got from that old gypsy lady, like don't ever let her kiss anyone, worked. No, deathly allergic to mistletoe.
Where did you have mistletoe in
She
your
had
house?
mistletoe. This is at her home in North Carolina, not mine. I don't have mistletoe.
I don't
Justin,
even know what
actually,
mistletoe
Justin, that you guys, I don't know this, but Justin works in the other room. He has a mistletoe belt buckle.
What?
Yeah.
Like I know what mistletoe is in like theory,
Yeah.
but I guess I always thought it was like holly.
No, it's mistletoe.
No, it's a
thing.
completely different
Yeah.
plant.
Yeah, he keeps them on his belt buckle. You'll get the joke.
So that I
eventually.
know, I just I was like,
you
oh,
get
that
it?
makes sense.
Yeah.
So they just like hang there and got it.
Mm-hmm.
Justin,
Yeah. We don't have Mike tonight. It's weird.
shame on you, Jay.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Shame on you, Jay.
So yeah, she's allergic to that. So I put up my Christmas tree today. Mm-hmm. I didn't love it.
Who put it up with you? Your daughter?
No, me.
Your puppy?
Just me. No, they were sleeping, dude. They were trying to get into some shit though. I'd have to catch anything that was falling out of the damn box. He was over chewing on something. But no, it looks beautiful because I didn't pick it out.
But it didn't. It
No.
didn't do anything for you.
God no, made me more miserable. Yeah.
Well, that's sad.
Thanks. Yeah, it's not this. Yeah. I can't get in the spirit
You don't
yet.
got it.
Nope, I am not in the spirit yet. I love Christmas. I have not. Ugh. Next.
What's the next one?
This is the
Number
last
6.
one. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
It says allow your partner space during the trip, which is
If you're traveling.
super important. I guess really instead of trip, you could just say like the circumstances or situation. And I'm guilty of that. My mom is like a hyper planner. She is. I mean, bless her heart. She's fantastic.
Yeah.
She never wants anybody to be bored or feel out of place or not included. So my mom is like the agenda queen,
You just
right?
told me
like,
she made it a crazy Advent
yeah,
gift thing.
right.
That's super planned
She
out.
always has like the best, like Pinterest family games with prizes and what, like,
Yeah.
she's fantastic. She really is. But as a newcomer coming in, it can be a lot of
Right.
activity after activity after activity.
Especially if
like,
they just sit around and watch football.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, if you think of like
Yeah.
your background, yeah, if you just hang out or show up and eat pizza. I mean, some people do, like, they just have pizza on Christmas evening.
Yeah, they don't even see each other on Christmas Day.
And then they're good. They just say hey and hang out for an hour. Yeah. And they play euchre and they have pizza and they're good. And they go home. And then they come to my house.
And you're making gingerbread ninjas.
And there is like, we have to read the Bible story of Jesus. We have to, we go in order, like oldest to youngest for gifts, around and around and around, or there's an exchange, or there's like always a game. And like, I know.
I just want to witness this.
It's fantastic.
Mine's chill. Mine's super chill.
There's just a lot. There's a lot.
Christmas Eve, I cook. People come over. My buddies come over. We hang out for a little bit. And then Christmas Day, I go to my aunt's for a little bit. But I get up, with my daughter in the morning. But usually, my other daughter will come down from Cleveland. Yeah, it's always just chill.
Yeah. My dad's side was super religious, so they got far away from like the Santa thing.
Yeah.
And wouldn't do that.
We're all Santa.
My mom.
We took the Christ out of Christmas.
My mom was only one of two, and she lost her brother when he was like 20 something.
Did you ever find him?
He died in a car accident. Asshole. So then she had 3 kids and wanted it to be like a big family Christmas because that's what she always wanted. So that's why she goes like above and beyond and like is like super grandma, right?
That's cool though.
Right.
Do you love it?
I do love it. She's intense.
But it's coming.
Yeah. Well,
it's not like she just pops up on a Wednesday in June.
No, but my kids are over here like bickering because like your feet are on my leg. And she's like, can't we just get along? It's Christmas. And I'm like, Mom, they don't give a fuck that it's Christmas. Like his feet are on his leg. Like they're still kids. Yeah. Stop it.
Have you ever tried getting blow dart guns?
I've thought about it.
That's a very ninja thing.
I've thought about it. I usually just give them the look because they know.
Taser.
I don't give a shit if you guys are bickering.
Is there a law against tasering kids? You work with kids. Anybody?
I'd have to look it up. Anybody?
Anyone? I wouldn't suggest it. I really wouldn't suggest it. It's probably bad.
No, I don't. But I'm just like, just because it's Christmas doesn't mean that they're not going to be kids. There has to be some sort of like middle ground.
Yeah.
So I tell her to simmer down, and I tell them to shut the fuck up.
Speaking of gifts, I had a client this week. He was a young man. He was really nice, first time client, and he was explaining to me. He's been broke up for like 1.5 years, and you could just tell he was in a rut still. Owns his own house, doing stuff. And he's like, I'm having a hard time. But he told me about the breakup. And he said that they were together for 2 years, 2 or 3 years, like at least 2, I think. And she was having some issues and found out she had some sort of STD. Nothing crazy, I guess. But she was like, and he goes,
I need to know what a mild STD is.
I think he said gonorrhea, maybe.
Oh, so like something that you can take meds and it clears up. Like that. Okay.
Yeah, and he was being like nice. He wasn't even being a dick when he was explaining it to me. And he goes, dude, I did not sleep with anybody. And she's like being weird with me, like, how could this happen? He's like, well, there's kind of only one way it could happen. And I didn't sleep with anybody.
Because he feels like he knows. Like, I haven't slept with anybody, so it has to be. That's awkward, though, to be able to be like, it's not, I'm not mad, but it's not me.
Right. So he went to the doctor, and he came back negative. He had the negative things, but they gave him a whatever they give you. You know what I mean? And they gave him a pill or whatever.
Yeah, like a script,
preventative.
Right,
yeah.
Sure.
And she still would just like not.
So she had it, and he didn't have it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's pretty clear where it came from.
Yeah.
And realistically, that means they gave him a prescription because that's his partner that he intends to continue to sleep with.
Yes.
And so until she's cured, he also needs to take
still
medication.
Have an issue. Yep. Right. So I thought that was interesting. He was just like, and she got all mad and just stuff started being weird. And he was kind of like, when he was explaining his relationship, there was moments where he's like, he goes, one time he says, "You're being crazy." She goes, "You call me crazy one more time, I'll throw this coffee on you." And he goes, and of course I had to.
Absolutely. He had to say
And
it.
he goes, "She fucking threw this hot ass coffee on me." He goes, and I had to just keep a straight face. Like it wasn't even that hot. He goes, but I had on like long johns and something else. And he was funny because he was like, man, I was like, man, what do you do in a position like that?
Call her out.
Yeah, but he did. But he was nice about it. But he goes, but I still want to be with her. It's like,
Well, sure.
but he also said he went out on a date with a girl and he was intimate with a girl, since the breakup or whatever.
Sure.
And he's like, yeah, I don't know. I just don't, she's got kids and I really don't want kids. I'm like, wait, you're sleeping with somebody that has kids and you don't want to date somebody that has kids? Then why are you sleeping with her? And you could tell he was like, shit. I was like,
Come on.
Nope. Can't do that
You're
to
better
people.
than that.
Yeah, that's crappy. So if you don't want to date somebody with kids, don't date them and definitely don't mate them.
No.
Right?
No.
Just saying.
There's
He said some other
There's
things.
a lot of evidence to show that she will likely get pregnant.
He said that girl, he went back and she
The
like,
gonorrhea girl?
no, the like, dating site girl.
Baby mama girl?
Dating site girl. Yeah. And went back and she was doing some kind of weird drug. Something you like breathe in. Like, I don't know. I'm not a drug person, so I don't know. What do you like? Justin, you've been around a lot of drugs.
Is she like huffing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was though. I was like,
Oh, people
they do this on the first date?
Like keyboard cleaner?
I don't know,
What is
man.
that?
But I was like, what is going on out here? Like, that is bonkers. Kelly's checking stuff. I'm scared. This is the first time we've done this, and I don't know if I'm comfortable with it.
We're good.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
It's reasonable. So if you got holiday people and you
Pretty
have...
low key.
That ain't bad. So if you have people coming to your holiday...
Yeah, give them a heads up.
And how about this? If somebody you know is bringing somebody new, how about you do the nice thing and like try to make them as comfortable as they can? Because you've been a stranger in a strange land before. And maybe you should think about that before,
Be kind.
I've been
Introduce
lucky.
yourself.
I've been really lucky.
Right, just be friendly.
You know.
They're nervous. Guaranteed. If somebody's coming to a holiday function,
Well,
they're nervous as hell.
you're definitely an outlier.
Right.
You know.
So be kind.
Not too kind. You gotta let them know what you're working with.
Be appropriately kind.
I think it'd be funny if you guys were all in on it and you could be like, all right, it's the moment, and everybody just starts taking off their clothes. You know what I mean?
A nudist Christmas.
Oh, man. Could you imagine the look on that person's fucking face? Just have the camera rolling.
There's no way.
You can't.
No.
What
I
do you
would be
cook?
so...
What do you guys eat?
For Christmas?
Yeah.
My mom makes these like ham and cheese mini sandwiches on like Hawaiian rolls every Christmas. And she always makes rigatoni. And
Yeah.
she usually makes ham and like green beans. So the ongoing joke is my mom never makes enough food.
Or she's one of those.
I don't know who she thinks she's cooking for, but I have a family of 7.
Do you have a problem with that? I have a problem when people do
When
that.
people don't make enough food.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go to her house regularly and she's like, here's your 1 pancake and your 1 piece of sausage and like an egg.
What?
I'm like, Mom,
what?
I'm still hungry. And I, being in my 30s, are like, that's just what it is. But my kids are hungry.
They'll eat
They will eat
all the
4
eggs.
pancakes.
And love them.
Love them.
I'd be making pancakes till somebody says, we're all done.
We're done. Stop making pancakes. That was enough. And then you have 4 extra that you have to put in a Ziploc bag and freeze because like you
Yeah.
made too many. Yeah.
I make
That's
them
the
to order.
probably the only complaint that I have about my mom's house.
Do you bring extra food?
I have offered.
You can't just do it. What would happen if you showed up with something?
I think she would be offended.
Really?
It would be unspoken. I feel like her feelings would be hurt, or she wouldn't understand why I brought food because like she's making food and like inviting us over.
She hasn't tried to subcontract a little bit out to you yet? She's crazy.
No, I
like
offer, but she wants to do it. And so there's like this, Mom, I'll help and I will bring something.
Yeah. She's
But
not
like
having
me
it.
bringing potato casserole is not going to make her make more pancakes.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like she's still only going to make 10 pancakes for me and my
I heard a
family of
story
seven.
recently.
Everybody gets pancake.
Yeah. I heard a story recently of somebody making a get together for her sons and then, daughter-in-laws and kids. And she never makes enough. She never does that. And she called like an hour before and was like, saying, I think she said her power was out. And I don't know what to do. And I'm like, well, just go to a restaurant. I don't care. And it still became a pain in the ass. And when she went there, she literally just ate like chips and salsa and was like, her arms crossed the whole time. Like, did you offer to have a night just so you could tell people,
Be a martyr.
or you thought
Like,
that they wouldn't want to come? And they actually said yes.
No, you have to pay for everybody's dinner.
Yeah. I just thought, like, man, why do people... I mean, dude, everybody's got to do stuff they don't want to do. But you literally offered it.
Right.
That's weird. I don't like that. And the people didn't like it either. So they just literally went about their day and let her sit in the corner like, whatever, dude.
Be mad.
Because they're happy to see each other and each other's kids, you know?
Right.
So I thought that was sad. That doesn't make me happy. I don't know how I'm going to get through Christmas this year.
Listen.
I don't.
It's a whole thing for me.
I thought I could talk about this today. Last week's show was
so
way
pumped.
easier. Yeah, last week's show was way easier.
You don't want to talk about bringing people home for the first time?
Fuck no.
Mm-mm.
Ew. Not just ew. It's not really ew. It just...
stings a little bit.
It stings a lot of it, man. Putting up that fucking tree stung a lot today. It just... Ugh. Gross. But it looks
come
nice.
Over and put my tree up with us.
I will. And eat some corn dogs.
It's awful. All of my kids fight over whose ornaments are whose.
Come on.
Yeah, they're all labeled because everybody has their own ornaments. Because I get them ornaments every year for Christmas. Like, it's their Christmas Eve. They get like pajamas and they get their annual Christmas ornament. And so every year, then the next year, they're like, no, that one was mine or this one. And I was like, they're fucking labeled. Like,
they are labeled.
Simmer down. Yeah, like flip them over. They have your initials on them.
Yeah.
It'll be all right.
Not that hard
So then
to
they
figure
put,
out.
but they always argue over
Whose foot's on who?
no, whose ornament is the highest. Which is funny, but me and my siblings fought over
Did
that.
the same thing?
Yeah. Every year. And my stepsister was the oldest and she had a little the mice from Cinderella?
Yeah.
It was Gus and
I know who they are. I don't know their names.
Something else.
Holy shit. You know their names?
I do because this was a annual argument that my stepsister, who was the oldest, got to hang her a teeny weeny little like stuffed, I believe, McDonald's ornament at the very top of the tree. And every year she won, but every year we would try to like sneak ours like
a little higher
in the back or like the same off of this branch. And some of my kids do the same thing.
That's insane.
Mm-hmm. And my oldest, Tyson, he has a picture frame of him when he was 4 months old with like a Santa hat. And so that one has always gone on the top.
I have a ton of my youngest daughter. For some reason, I have a million of those. I don't have... So, I'll be honest. The tree that I have now, it is all monochrome.
Of course.
Very,
What colors is it?
it's gold and silver. It's beautiful. I didn't pick anything out on that tree. The only thing that's on that tree because of me
Monochromatic.
is polar bears that are super beautiful and these little antler things that are I love polar bears too. That's my thing. My daughters know that's my thing. Yep. Everybody knows that's my thing. No, the tree's beautiful. I've never seen anybody decorate a tree more beautiful than...
Oh, mine is tacky as hell.
Oh, no.
Big colorful bulbs.
My last relationship...
Random ass.
No.
Short of tinsel, my tree is ridiculous.
I'm going to fall out of my chair. No, my last relationship, honestly, I've never seen anybody decorate more beautiful in my life than them. You know what I mean? Like, ever.
Our opinion of beautiful is
Ever.
just different.
I'm going to say it looks professional.
I'm sure.
It
sure
looks
it
like so beautiful, and it's done so well, and I really enjoy it. And it was. My house looked beautiful. You know what I mean? Now it just,
looks empty.
It is. It is.
Oh, no.
But yeah. But it's hard. You know what I mean? When you're not putting out all the stockings. Just kind of lame. So, anyways, not to bring you guys down.
Well, we got.
If you're having a shitty Christmas, call 234-200-5949. Let us know about your shitty Christmas.
Oh.
Sorry. It's true, though.
Well, not everybody is happy at holidays. Holidays are hard.
This one's going to be a good one for me, let me tell you.
Text in or call in, and we can talk about that.
Yeah, I'm into that. It gets a little crazy.
Nobody has to, like, hide under a rock, but you also don't have to, like, fake it either.
Year.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
there are ways to get through it
I'm going
in
to
the
try to
middle.
hold it together.
Yeah. Like, you don't, like I said, you don't have to fake it and pretend like you're happy.
Yeah.
But if people depend on you to not be, like, hiding in your bed, which obviously is not an option. Like, I mean,
yeah, I did that.
You'll
last
be out,
year.
right? Yeah.
I did that last year.
So
For real.
there has to be a middle ground, and there is a like clinical middle ground of like do these things but have boundaries, and
Yeah.
when you can't, say you can't, but if you can, do the things. And so I would love to hear from people about that. It's what I'm talking about quite a bit every week.
Me? Not so much.
Not talking about it
Not really.
or
No.
doing anything about it.
No, I can say that, this will be an interesting one for sure. We did plan a trip. I just booked an Airbnb to meet my daughter, and the rest of the family all after Christmas. We're all meeting and doing our Christmas then. Because our schedules just didn't allow it, right around actual
During
Christmas.
Christmas, yeah.
Yeah, so the first week of January, we're getting together, and I'm really looking forward to that. So
Good.
that'll be fun.
That'll be nice.
Yeah, that's definitely a cool
So you just got to
thing.
get through till then.
Yeah. Ugh. It's even hard when my clients come in and they're like, "Oh my God, can you?" I was like,
Nope. You don't got it.
"Nope." I feel like the Grinch.
Listen, my
For
husband's
sure.
a Grinch every year. He told me he's not going to be a Grinch this year.
Really?
And I told him, I was like, I don't believe you.
Are you gonna hold him to that?
No.
Dude, have you seen that video online where the dad dressed up like the Grinch and went in and was like stealing the shit and like trying to steal the kids?
I did not see that.
They were little too, and I was like, "Oh my God, that shit was bonkers."
No. In the past, I have tried to like overcompensate
Yeah.
for my grumpy partner.
Can't.
Because like, I mean, there are people who have a like chronic hard time around the holidays. And for whatever fucking reason, I am little Cindy Lou Who running
Love
around
it.
love it. Can't
I love
get
it too.
enough.
I normally love it.
And my ex-husband and my husband now
You
are
got
both,
type, huh?
oh my God, like I don't,
You have so
what
much
is
spirit.
wrong with
They don't
you?
need any.
Well, and then I feel the need to like amp up.
Oh my God.
I will sing and dance and
No.
buy all the things and cook all the things and decorate all the places. And like, I'm like, fine, go to bed. If you can't do it,
Oof.
I feel the need to overcompensate for my kids because
Yeah.
I want it to be
I
magical.
like my kids to have a really nice
I do.
holiday.
And really nice holiday does not mean
Yeah.
money.
Yes, it does.
No, it means
I'm kidding. Well, it
quality
does.
time. You know,
It
like
also means
it's-
thoughtful gifts.
right.
I think a thoughtful gift is super
intentional quality time is what my kids really like. So
I love sending emails
I
to
have-
my kids.
crafts planned for every weekend between now and Christmas so that we can decorate it. Like that's what they want. They
Right.
want hot chocolate. They want to bake cookies. They want to have fires.
What do you do if your mate, if you have somebody that just literally every time you bring them, it's horrible? Why wouldn't you just tell them to stay home and not be mad about it?
Well,
Is that a thing in your practice?
it is. So I have had conversations so it gets hard because I feel like in a healthy relationship, you can communicate what makes you comfortable and what makes you uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So if we're together and I want you to come and you don't want to go, that makes us both uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Because I want you to meet my expectation, but you can't.
Or I'll just make it miserable.
Yeah. For
and you'll
me
be
and
miserable
you.
because you're like, he's having a horrible time, even though I might not be.
Right. So in a basic situation, that's a no-brainer, right? You just stay home. You stay home and I'll just go.
Most people can't do that though.
Well, it gets complex when you want me to stay home with you, though.
Oh no.
That happens.
That happens?
Though. It does.
I never thought about that.
Me and my family, we're gonna go and we're gonna have fun. And it's not that you don't enjoy it, it's the fact that you need support through it. And so then that's where it gets hairy, is that it's not so simple, it's more complex.
Yeah, I don't
that
think
you need
that's-
support.
Yeah, I don't think
during
it's
the
okay
holidays.
to make somebody stay home from going to do things they want to do either.
Right. Well, because they're usually like, I want my person, but I don't have it to engage in like extra people. I just want us. Why can't we just have the holidays? Why can't we just stay in and watch movies and have a fire and like...
You'd have to be a really ignorant ass person to think that that's normal when you literally go, I go and have we do this every year. My family, I love my family. I want to be around my family.
Right.
I couldn't imagine asking somebody to stay home from their family's thing.
But there are people out there who don't talk to their family.
That's totally different.
Or are an
but you
only
have
child,
to understand that other people, I mean, like, unless you're raised on an island.
No, but those are usually, I guess, the dynamics that I see when this comes up. Of partner A is an only child or is distant.
Right.
Or has an abusive, toxic something that they have worked on, like setting boundaries. And so
I had a moment where I didn't talk to anybody in my family for 3.5 years.
Yeah.
I didn't talk to anybody.
Right.
And I went with the person I was with's family. Yeah, I didn't care. It had nothing to do with the other one.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be around my family.
But it could have been, I guess.
I'm sure you can make anything.
You know what I mean? Like if you were mourning or grieving,
yeah, but
your
nobody should give you a hard time about that. And you go, look, I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna have lunch. I'm gonna go do what we do, and I'll be home.
Yeah. Well, so that's usually the goal. If you want to come, fantastic.
Yeah.
Or I want you to come and I want you to meet the people because you're important to me and these people are important to me. And so that's where like this, how to introduce people to your family matters.
It does.
It really does. And this causes a lot of people stress or tension or animosity or like.
Don't you think it puts a lot of stress, their expectations in your new mate as well?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
That could get gross.
What are you going to wear? Don't drink. Don't cuss. Listen, at my parents.
You had me till cussing.
Well, I cuss like a sailor. At my dad's house, no one cusses and no one drinks.
Yeah.
Either way.
I'm going to try the new no cussing thing this year. Let me see how it goes.
Ugh, I wish I could not cuss.
Do you?
I do.
Why?
I feel like it would make me more ladylike if I didn't cuss.
That's it, huh? That's the thing.
Yeah, that's how I was raised. It really is. It would make me, I don't know. It's like a gender norm that like women don't cuss. It would make me more of a lady. It would make me a better mom. It would make me something more attractive or something like that. That really is. I'm being vulnerable and you're laughing over there.
I'm not even laughing. I was earlier.
It really
I'm
is.
actually
That's
not laughing.
probably the last like old school conservative like.
Trust me, I have scars from my Southern Pentecostal upbringing.
Right. That's probably it. That's my last one.
Because there is a certain thing.
Yeah.
That is expected.
Don't do that. It's not people don't do that. Ladies don't do that. Ladies don't cuss.
My favorite thing is you kiss your mom with that mouth. I'm like, I really don't kiss my mom, but
I don't either.
Whatever you're into.
I barely hug my mom. Love her to death.
You really? Are you not a hugger?
I couldn't tell you. No, I am.
Is she not a hugger?
We were not huggers.
Just you? She hugs everybody else but you?
No. I talked to my mom probably, I mean, Could be every day, twice a day.
Really?
Could be twice a week on like a bad week. I couldn't tell you the last time I hugged my mom or the last time I told her I loved her.
What the fuck is going on there? You should do it next time you see her.
I'm trying to, so when I get off the phone with her more often,
You
now
always have
I
to
say
say
like,
it.
I love you.
My buddy did that. Changed the whole dynamic of his
I'm
relationship with his
trying.
father.
She thinks it's weird. She giggles.
No.
She's like, I love you too.
No, say it every
I'm like,
time.
right, yeah.
Yeah. And hug her. Hug the shit out of her, man.
Yeah. My dad, I hug. And I say I love you and they say I love you back because
Yeah.
that's normal. But he's like out in Montana now. So I only see him like once or twice a year.
Right. Hugging's kind of important. Not always, I guess.
I don't like fake hugs.
What's that?
Like obligation hug.
Like that?
You know, like when
I don't like when they try
I
to
am
check your oil. You know, I don't like those hugs.
I am a good hugger if I want
Jeez.
to hug you. But like
I got
don't
you.
act like you don't know what
No,
I'm talking
I know what you're talking about. I'm just joking. But the hugs, hugging your mom. I was with somebody that, you know, I said, your mom sounds like she's going through some shit. Give her a hug. She's like, we don't do that. And I was like on her for a while, like in a nice way. I wasn't like, you need to. I was like,
right.
I would just be like, did you hug your mom yet? And this went on for a couple weeks. And finally she's like, yeah. Like she goes, hey, I tell you something. I was like, what's up? She's like, I hugged my mom. I go, how'd that go? She goes, she started crying. And I was like, oh my God. She's weak. Push her down the stairs. Put her in a home.
Listen, so my mom.
I'm kidding. She's not.
She's not logged on right now. So
Your
my
mom's not.
my youngest brother, my half brother, who I always say is like my first son.
Yeah.
I'm his second mom for sure. She said she called me and she was like, I think I fucked up because now she cusses.
Nice.
Now we cuss. And I was like, what happened? And she was like, well, your brother came home from the bar drunk, but like spilling his guts.
Oh no.
Right? Like, I love you. I appreciate everything you do for me. I should be more appreciative. Like I was at the bar and I was talking to this guy and he was like, dude, you gotta like give your mom respect and appreciation and whatever. She's like, so he gave me a hug and told me that he loves me. And I yelled at him. I was like, Mom.
What?
You yelled at him? And she was like, Kelly, he took my car at 5 p.m. and was supposed to bring it back in an hour. And he did not bring it back until 5 hours later, drunk.
He still thought it was 5. He still thought he had just left.
Brought it back drunk. Shouldn't be driving.
He fucked up.
Shouldn't be driving. And now he's mushy because he's drunk and saying the things. And she was like, but she called me the next morning because he was sleeping. And she's like, I don't know. Like,
He won't remember.
do I say, like, do I follow up about the mushy shit?
Yeah.
Or do I follow up about, like, motherfucker, bring my car back when it's due? Like,
Do you
it's
have to
not your
pick one?
car.
Do you have to pick one? Can you do both?
That's what I told her. I was like, Mom, tell him, hey, I love you. And also, don't be a dick.
Yeah.
Like, bring my car back.
Oh shit. Jeez.
But that's the mom I have.
You
I
gotta
love
hug her a
you,
little
but I
more.
also, I don't know how to do, like, the compassionate, emotional conversation. I love you, Mom.
I tell my siblings I love them.
Yeah, me too.
You know, my brother's a hard ass too, but he'll tell me he loves me. I love him.
Same.
You know,
Me and my siblings we don't talk often, but affection
is there?
is
Yeah, that's
easily communicated.
Good. That's good. So this holiday's coming up. Treat each other nice.
Let me see.
And check it out.
Oh, somebody sent you a picture of their Christmas tree.
Oh. Hold on. Shit.
It says, Thomas, I sent you a picture of my Christmas tree.
Oh shit. Let's see this shit. This might get a little crazy. Like honestly.
You gotta see.
How big of a Christmas tree do you get?
I don't know.
You don't know how big it is until you go?
So it's a thing. So we take, this is probably the way that I'm crazy. So
I like that you're admitting it.
I am particular about my hodgepodge crazy Christmas tree. Like it has multicolored lights, a bunch of child-made ornaments, has like ribbons on it and like whatever, but it has to be big and it has to be full.
Okay.
So every year, all 5 kids walk through a tree, what's that called?
Menagerie.
A tree farm.
A menagerie.
Yes. And they constantly like, how about this one? How about this one? How about this one? And what's funny is everybody always says that everybody has to agree. Like everybody has to agree on the same thing.
Right.
But Andrew consistently will say, unless your mom says yes,
It's done.
it like we're not
You don't play.
right. If your mom says no,
That's
we're
funny.
not. All 6 of us could agree, but if your mom doesn't give the green light, we're not getting that tree.
At all.
No.
That's crazy. Hey, Jay, my phone's sitting up on the thing. Will you bring that into me?
Whose phone is this?
Oh, that's my... Well, that
This
is my
is
phone.
your
I
phone.
forgot it's over there.
This is your phone.
All right, so I don't know how I'm going to verify this. So
Did somebody
hold on.
send you one?
Yeah, hold on.
It says check your regular phone. They're trying to help you.
What is that code?
684531. They're trying to chat with you. Oh, there you go.
That's super good.
Are we still able to be on there? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well,
Your tree is beautiful. It looks like a giant Santa, right?
yeah.
That's a cute... I've never seen that. Have you?
No,
I'm not that cool.
that was cute.
Dang.
Check your regular phone.
I know. they
It
just
took him
sent
a
it.
minute.
Sorry.
It's
Like, back off. Come on.
his
Don't get too
regular
crazy.
phone.
I know, right? It's getting sent on there. Yeah, so it was on there. But anyways, I fired that back up.
All right. Well,
So have a happy holiday. Remember, like and subscribe on all the other platforms. We're on there. We'll be back next. We actually have a guest coming in. Coming up
next time, right?
next show, number 25. We have an actress, musician that's got a pretty interesting life. So I'm interested to have her
She
in.
should be good.
Yeah. You can call, but you don't have to call. You can send a text.
Right.
234-200-5949. And if you know my number, apparently you can just send it there.
To his regular phone.
Yeah. Be gentle with each other these holidays, because I know me personally, it's pretty good stuff. So,
You need some kid gloves.
well, it's just, it's reoccurring.
Yep.
So, all right.
All right, guys.
Be nice.
See ya.
Bye. You can kill that.